Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to downtown Burlington. We're at Shooterville, a newly renovated snooker hall and pool hall that is something unique and magnificent. If nothing else, you should visit it. The International Richler Cup tournament starts this Wednesday, and it will be played here in downtown Burlington. And before we begin the draw, which is official tonight, I have a message from the founder and president of Snooker Canada, Patrick Gigi. Greetings to all the players and participants of this year's International Richler Cup. And yes, it's international, as we have 5 players from the United States of America entered, and next year, who knows where from. The original number of players for this tournament was set at 48. However, a few days ago, the good people at Shooterville were kind enough to put in a 7th table. This allowed us to add more players to the venue. Snooker Canada, in keeping with our very, very strict policy of never keeping any player's entry money, will make sure that this extra funds will be allocated in a few different ways during the course of the event. Each registering player will receive a $10 voucher to be used here at Shooterville on whatever they wish to choose. You will also receive a t-shirt of Snooker Canada registration, plus some cue accessories to help you with your game. Extra prize money will be added to the Run of the Colors tournament Wednesday night, so watch for a surprise first prize for that one. It's going to be very unusual. A mandatory meeting of all players will occur this Wednesday at 7:30 here at Shooterville, where all the rules will be reviewed and all your questions will be answered at that meeting. We will have a players auction at 8 o'clock, which will be hosted by a couple of surprise special guests. We will then proceed to have some fun with the Clear the Color contest. The winner is the person who can clear all the colors off the table in the shortest possible time. It gets to be very interesting and somewhat funny. Feel free to bring your friends and family on Wednesday, as well as the rest of the week. We've plenty of room here. It's the largest hall I've been in, and admission is always free. This year's tournament will be a double elimination, and the full details of the tournament will be emailed this weekend to each and every player. So you will have the complete story personally sent to you. This draw will be posted on YouTube and on Snooker Canada website this weekend. So welcome again from Patrick. He looks forward to meeting as many of you as he can during the upcoming week. So now back to the draw. The draw is going to happen this way, folks. All the players' names are on these cards. They're hidden, so I have no idea whose name is where. As I draw a name, we will put it in front of the camera so you can see whose name has been drawn. And our assistant, who has volunteered to help us this evening, will put the name up on the draw board in the order so you'll see where you are playing, who you're playing, and whether you have a bye or not. The byes were picked out ahead of time by computer, so we have no say in it. We don't know who's going to end up with a bye. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to spread these out at random. So I have no idea who's where. And we will start the draw. The first player is Fern Loyer. Fern Loyer. Your second player is a bye. So we're into the third player, who is Dean Furry. Dean Furry. Now we have Salman Arif. So far, so good. Danny Glimitsik, who I believe was practicing just behind me not too long ago. Gerard Morrison is up next. Ray Jansen. Jonathan Bilodeau. Floyd Ziegler. It's a name that should be known to everybody. Charlie Brown. And that's not the cartoon character. He actually is a good player coming from out west. Russ Anber, also from coming out west, and I understand he's somewhat of a boxer. We're going to be interviewing him during the tournament. Tom Finstad is our next player. Now we have Wes Martin. And remember, all of this will be posted to YouTube later tonight and to Snooker Canada's website, so you can review it this weekend at your leisure. Art Cable. If I'm mispronouncing some names, I do apologize. Be sure and tell me during the tournament. Kevin Brown. John Avikian, who's been playing in several cups. Mohammed Danish plays quite a bit in the GT area in eastern Toronto. Nick Seaford, who's from my hometown of Brantford. Sylvain Etier from Quebec. Eddie Galati, a past Canadian champion. Jesse Piercy, who is quite active at a lot of sports, golf included. David Putty, also from our Brantford area, and he will be one of our part-time commentators during the event. Dan Stiles. Rob Gray. David Strong. Dave Strong. And Phil Sneak, who came second in last year's Richler Cup. Laszlo Kovacs. Jules Busmanu. I get to do this job because I can never put them on straight the way she's doing it. Andre Roy. Reed Unger coming in from the West Coast. About 6'5", all of them. Good player. John Brooks. Patrick McCarthy. Lobsang Lama, young gentleman from Tibet. First time I saw him, he ran 71. Bill Cormelo. How we doing, Steph? Good. Derek Klaus. If we get to the end and we've missed one, we're both in trouble. You know that. Wayne Chan. Song Chen. Close, different name. Jonathan Royalty. Andrew Ellis. Alex Zhang, last year's winner of the Richler Cup in Montreal. Oh, here's someone we know, Jason Williams. Louis Fazekas. F. Lester Mianscom. Again, if I'm mispronouncing them, folks, remind me next week. Tom Kalinowski. Ahmed Ali. That one? All right. We're getting down there. Hussein Rahimi. Mark Johnson. Larry Kissick. Now remember, you're seeing them in front of the camera and put up on the board, and then you'll see them on YouTube and the website tonight. Barry Larone. Mohammed Abid. And so far, I'm going to have to keep her as an assistant. She's doing well. Ali Hassanpour. Farid Afandi. All right. We're missing one name. We can rectify that. See, we're good at impromptu. There's his name. Whoop. Claude Langlois. Vinay Denka. And thanks to Steph's efficiency, we're down to the last two. Will Hamilton. Tony Hung. See, she guessed that with the last one. That wasn't too difficult. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our draw. Thank you once again for all your help. Now, don't forget, folks, this is in honor of Mordecai Richler, who passed away, who was a tremendous snooker player, loved the game, and that's why the family has used his name in the Richler Cup. Once again, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you at next week's tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been your host this evening, and I want to thank you very, very much. My name is Gordon Winnie, but more importantly, I had someone with me, Steph Cote, who works here at Shooterville, and looks forward to meeting you next week during the tournament. And once again, your help was sincerely appreciated. And for someone who said they were camera shy, I give you a microphone. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it wouldn't be a complete evening unless I introduced to you the owners of Shooterville, Canada, and they have done a phenomenal job. Johnny Bus, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Paul
Azevedo.
I'm not going to try and spell it. You two, we want to thank you for hosting us, for allowing us to come here with the cup. And you have a phenomenal hall, and those who come here, I think, will be suitably impressed.
Thank
You
you.
put in a lot of work, and I happen to know that these are not just owners, these are the sweat equity owners. I have been here when they have been working very, very hard, right from the ceiling right down. And I'm looking forward to a good cup. You've had some tournaments here, successfully, I hear.
Absolutely.
And we would make sure that next week would be that. We thank you for the seventh table. That's going to make the logistics a lot easier. I don't know exactly. We're gonna film the whole thing and stream it.
Okay.
The whole tournament. So you will be getting plenty of coverage. And let's hope that it results in a lot more people coming in and saying hello.
That's awesome. Sounds good to us.
You want to say, well, just come on down?
Yeah, come on down to Shooterville. Enjoy the show.
Yeah, many, many thanks.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks, Gord.
We look forward to next week.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.